the Heir of Brotherhood, an alternate 20th century Yugoslavia story. Prologue, 1980, the last breath of the Marshal. It was a cold spring night in Ljubljana, when the word spread like thunder through the corridors of the Central Committee. Tito was dying. For 4 decades, he had ruled Yugoslavia like a living myth, holding together the impossible: Serbs, Croats, Bosniaks, Slovenes, Macedonians, Montenegrins, and Albanians, bound not by love, but by fear and hope. In his final months, whispers grew louder. Who will succeed him? The old lion knew his death could tear the Federation apart, so he made a choice, a bold, shocking choice that would change history. Chapter 1, The Chosen One. His name was Arben Krasniqi, born in Tetovo, a quiet town nestled among Macedonia's green mountains. His father was a teacher, his mother a nurse. He had joined the partisans as a teenager, fought in Bosnia, and earned Tito's attention not with arrogance, but with an almost unsettling calm. Arben spoke Serbo-Croatian, Albanian, Macedonian, and Slovene fluently. He was neither fully of the south nor the north, a man of the middle, both insider and outsider. Tito once told Edvard Kardelj privately, "The future must belong to someone who is not chained by the past. The Croats and Serbs carry too much history in their blood. Krasniqi, he is from the borderlands, he knows what unity costs." In 1979, Tito appointed him vice president of the Federal Executive Council, a move that shocked Belgrade and Zagreb alike. Rumors whispered, an Albanian as the heir to Yugoslavia? But Tito only smiled and said, "He is Yugoslav. That is enough." Chapter 2, The New Marshal. May 4th, 1980. Tito dies. The streets of every city fall silent. But when the morning ends, the knives come out. The League of Communists scrambles for power. The Serb bloc wants a general. The Croats want a civilian technocrat. The Slovenes want decentralization. And then, the army speaks. The JNA, ever loyal to Tito, declares its support for continuity, for Krasniqi. Arben is appointed president of the presidency by unanimous vote, the youngest leader in Yugoslavia's history. In his first speech, he stands before the flag and says, "Tito built Yugoslavia from the ashes of hate. I will not let it burn again. There are no Serbs or Croats, no Albanians or Macedonians, only Yugoslavs." The crowd in Belgrade's Republic Square roars. For the first time, the word Yugoslav sounds like a promise again. Chapter 3, The Reforms. Krasniqi knew he could not rule by fear as Tito did. He told Serb leaders, "If you love Yugoslavia, you must love all its children." At first, it worked. Ethnic tensions cooled. Foreign loans flowed. The West saw him as a reformer, the Yugoslav Gorbachev before Gorbachev. But in the shadows, old hatreds slept uneasily. Chapter 4, The Phantom of the Past. By 1989, the Soviet bloc trembled. The Berlin Wall cracked. And inside Yugoslavia, nationalism began to awaken again. Louder this time, more dangerous. Serbian hardliners accused Krasniqi of selling out Kosovo. Croatian nationalists whispered that the Albanian rules us now. Bosniaks, torn between them, begged for balance. But Arben stood firm. He declared martial discipline in the party, dismissed extremist generals, and formed a new federal council with equal ethnic representation. The army remained loyal. The state held. In this timeline, there was no Milosevic, no secession wars, only bitter arguments in the parliament, and tense negotiations that somehow never exploded into bloodshed. Chapter 5, The Balkan Miracle. By the late 1990s, Yugoslavia looked different. A loose federation of republics, autonomous, democratic, and stable. Slovenia and Croatia were leading in trade. Bosnia had peace. Kosovo cities grew rapidly under Albanian self-rule. When the Soviet Union collapsed, Krasniqi stood before the UN and said, "The world divided itself between East and West. Yugoslavia chose to be the bridge." The West called him the heir of Tito. The people called him Arben the peacemaker. He died quietly in 2004, buried beside Tito in Belgrade. His tomb read, "Here lies the man who kept the impossible together."